Welcome to Modern Plastics TV, the first and largest online TV for the plastics and polymer industry, voice of global plastics industry since 2013.
Okay, 2025 we do have a slogan, and the slogan is the power of plastics. Green, smart, responsible. These are our three topics. And the three topics means like green is for the circular economy, smart means the digitalization is also a very important topic for the industry, and responsibility, it's about taking care about people or caring about people, because the industry is very self-confident, is also taking care of people, about the society, because we all know that especially the image of plastics is a little bit difficult at the moment, so the industry is really working on solutions and also working for society.
This is a time the global industry is looking towards an exciting event which is coming up in October. That is none other than 𝐾 2025. I heard from many people speak about the Mecca of plastics. And here with me today, Mr. Thomas Franken, all the way from Dialog to Mumbai for the launch of or the roadshow of 𝐾 2025. Welcome to India. Thank you so much for joining us here in India. Here with me is Millie Contractor. Most of the industry doesn't need an introduction in India for her. Mr. Dialog India runs on the wheel of the team along with the Millie Contractor. Thank you so much, Millie, for joining here, and we welcome you to Modern Plastics
Thank you.
TV for this wonderful time. It is good to see you all together here for the roadshow or the launch. What are the latest trends? Because I see a lot of content coming from Mr. Dialog and exhibitors. They started sending press release maybe approximately 1 year before. Some of the invite for press meet started from January itself. So everybody is preparing for with their latest innovation and other things. What is the trend going on at the 𝐾 2025? And as an organizer, how do you see that?
So first of all, thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here, being back in India and have the opportunity to talk to you. And as you just said, I heard many descriptions of 𝐾, but as the Mecca for the plastics and rubber industry, it was the first time. And I heard it's also the Olympic Games for the plastics and rubber industry, and you're totally right. Everyone is really looking forward to it, not the industry itself, it's also Messe Düsseldorf and our team. We're really looking forward to 𝐾 2025, because it takes a lot of preparations to prepare a big show like this every 3 years in Düsseldorf, and now it's getting closer and we are really excited to see everyone back in Düsseldorf. So talking about the innovations, I can tell you for 𝐾 2025 we do have a slogan, and the slogan is the power of plastics. Green, smart, responsible. These are our three topics. And the three topics means like green is for the circular economy, smart means the digitalization is also a very important topic for the industry, and responsibility, it's about taking care about people or caring about people, because the industry is very self-confident, is also taking care of people, about the society, because we all know that especially the image of plastics is a little bit difficult at the moment, so the industry is really working on solutions and also working for society.
Millie, how do you see us Mr. Dialog India taking so many exhibitors, nearly 200 exhibitors going to Germany? Some of them are carrying big machines, and around last show I think there was around 25,000, more than 25,000 people traveled from India. This is the official record which I got from the industry. How do you see, and what are there are so many preparations happening at your end too. How do you see, and what all you want to suggest to exhibitors and visitors?
Thank you very much for having us, 𝐶𝐻. Well, 𝐾 is undoubtedly a very influential and comprehensive platform for the entire value chain of the global plastic and rubber industry in India. For our team, it is one of the benchmarks, the global benchmarks for this industry. For the Indian exhibitor, I think they are looking forward for the last 3 years. And the first thing what we advise people when they go to 𝐾 is be prepared, do your homework well, do know where to go. Please take the time to also visit the other stands that are in the trade fairs to learn about the innovations that are taking place. So don't just sit within your booth, but also visit the other companies that are around you. For visitors, wear comfortable shoes first of all. There's a lot of walking to do. Please do your homework well, study where you want to go, because it's a lot to cover within 8 days. Yeah. So I think the latest technology trends are all available at K, and utilize the time well, plan well to make the most of your trip from K.
And as you said, Thomas, the power of plastics, 3 subjects. One is circularity. This is talk of the town across the globe. Could you please elaborate a little what all the new trends happening on this? And also, as you said, there are so many changes. Material companies are doing a lot of innovation to convert normal polymer into a sustainable polymer and into the circularity. How do you see this?
So I think the circular economy topic is not really new. So I think I firstly heard about it even, or it was firstly also a topic at K16 already.
Yeah.
19 it already started to get more and more important, but last edition K 2022 it was one of the main topics. It was maybe the main topic for the last edition, and it's still the main topic for the industry at the moment, because the industry is really working, the industry is in a transformation towards the circular economy, because they are trying to close more and more loops for plastics and to bring plastic back into a cycle, because the industry already understood, and I think everyone understands that plastic waste is not waste anymore. It's also a valuable resource for the industry, so that at least I think we can expect to see a lot of innovations talking about secondary raw materials being used as in products. So recyclates playing an important role for the raw material producers, but also for the machinery people, because you have to understand and have to see how the recyclates are working on the machines as well, and you have to find out in what kind of applications you can also use these kind of materials in future. So this is a lot of things. I think I'm expecting to see a lot of new innovations in this regards, especially seeing more applications where especially these kind of secondary raw materials are being used in future.
Also, I saw there are so many machine manufacturers talking about our machines can be used for circular economy material or recycled, or percentage wise they claim that you can use up to 100%. So how do you see this also as an industry?
So we are not really industry experts. First of all, we are just trade fair organizers, so I'm not into the details as much, but we really learn from the industry, because this is also the second topic of the show, the digitalization, because circular economy is not possible without digitalization, because we are collecting a lot of data now. This is what the machine manufacturers are telling us, that they are collecting a lot of data, and with the help of artificial intelligence now, they can really use this data to have better outcome, to have sustainable production throughout the total value chain. So, and this is making all the machines more efficient, and also that you have less costs, for example, as well. Yeah.
Maybe also, the trend what I see is from India, visitors plan their travel maybe in a short time. What suggestion you want to give to the visitors on the visa part? And normally it is a struggle for many people. For me, I have a long-term visa, so there's no problem. But the first-time travelers or people who traveled but they did not plan their travel, what is your message and opinion for them?
Well, I think going to trade fairs is now all about planning. You need to plan well ahead in advance, especially shows like the Plastic and Rubber K, where there are hordes of Indians going. You need to plan way ahead in advance. That means when you plan for your stand, start planning for how you're going to travel, where you're going to stay, plan all that in advance. Luckily, the situation in India is not that difficult now with regards to visas. It's still better than it was in 2020, 21. But still, all I would say, when you plan your stand, please plan how you're going to travel, when you're going to travel, where you're going to stay, how you're going to get there. So it's all about planning. Do take the time to to attend to these formalities as well, because while you're taking care of your stand, you have to also make sure you are there to take care of your stand physically as well. So that's I could say, just plan well.
Right, and much in advance. Maybe I can just add, because especially for the Indian visitors as well, we also organize that the ticket shop is opened a little bit earlier, so that everyone has enough time to prepare their trip to Düsseldorf, because we know that visa sometimes takes time. So this is really something we would like to assist all the visitors worldwide with.
Also, you have a startup zone. This was there, I think,
Right.
previous show.
Yes,
also.
you're right. Yeah.
But this time you are more focusing on startup zone. Could you please elaborate a little on this?
So we started with our startup zone, with our own K startup zone for the last edition in 2022 for the first time. And we all understood in the past that startups, they cannot really apply for K show 1.5 years in advance. So for that reason we kept some space and reserved it for the startup pavilion, and we made it possible for the startups even to apply half a year before the show starts. So even now it's still possible for startups to apply for the next edition, because we have a space reserved just for the startups with a fixed package for them, so it's very cost efficient as well. And for the next edition in 25 we also increased the space, because our experience from the last edition, when we tried it for the first time, where we had the premiere of the startup zone, we were running out of space even like after a few weeks, because we couldn't even serve all the startups applying for K-Show to offer a participation. This time, luckily, we could increase the space, and we also did something else, because we do have the Science Campus, is also one of our main specials for many years already. And the Science Campus is a part where we have universities and the researchers like taking part at K-Show and show what is the future of plastics. And now we decided for the 25 edition that we merge both formats. So the startup zone will be next to the Science Campus for the next edition, and so hall number 7 now will be the one kind of innovation hub for the show, where you can see the very young and very innovative companies and the universities and researchers all together at one place. So if you want to keep an eye on the future of plastics and rubber, just go there. It's just a recommendation from my side, and it's a very nice special.
There are so many conferences happening during the show. Do you have some specialization which you want to tell the people about?
Yes, we have a lot of program during the show. So next to all the exhibitor stands, we're preparing some specials, like we do have again the Circular Economy Forum outside with the VDMA. This time it will be the Power of Plastics Forum in the outdoor area again with 10 of the VDMA member companies. And in the VDMA pavilion there will be also a small stage with some program throughout all the 8 exhibition days. But talking about the big stage of K25, we always have our special show in hall number 6. This we are doing together with Plastics Europe and Messe Düsseldorf, and this is the main stage for the show. And this title of the show will be again Plastics Shape the Future. And here on all the 8 days we have dedicated topics. So we put a focus on each day. So on Thursday, for example, it will be all about circular economy. But even on Sunday we decided to put a focus for the young talents, for the career starters of the industry. So this is also part of our program, but very new for the next edition. This is our premiere. We do have a new networking event, which will happening also in our special show in hall number 6. And this kind of format, the new networking event, the name is Women in Plastics. It's a special networking event just for the career leaders and the female leaders in the industry. And the aim of this networking event is to get some opportunity of networking with each other, and also to learn from each other and get some more experience from some of the female leaders of the industry already, how they got to their position and what were their experience with the industry. So
we had a special supplement some years back on women in plastics in India. So when I saw that, I could able to understand that this is going to empower women talent in a much bigger way. Will you also, Düsseldorf, I am familiar with, but the travelers who are going, they are not familiar with, and they have so many questions. Do we get vegetarian food, vegan food, Jain food? So how do you see that?
So, well, this is a question that's frequently asked. Whenever it's K, the question about food arises. We cater, I think K has maximum people from Gujarat coming. It's a very special community. It's a vegan, vegetarian community. Messe Düsseldorf ensures that everybody, everybody's tastes are taken into account. At the trade fair, we have an Indian restaurant. Many travel partners, tour operators who are at the fair take special cooks with them for the Indians who are especially vegetarian. Düsseldorf also is a very modern city, because you do have a lot of Indian restaurants near Hauptbahnhof. Some are vegetarian, of course, some are a mix. So I think you can find food everywhere, but you should know the important points. So definitely the venue, we will have a vegetarian restaurant.
Right.
We will have something with the tour operators. Everybody is coming with their cooks and the food from India to make sure it's all very vegetarian in base. Hauptbahnhof is a great place to find Indian restaurants. So please make the time to go there and find your local cuisine.
Pitching question for you, like the information what I got was, almost all the exhibition organizers in Germany specifically, previously the entry pass was with the local travel. And what is at K this time? Because previous last show it was with the local traveling. Will it be same or is there any change?
It will be the same as last edition, so you're totally right. So for the last edition we had some changes because it was a post-pandemic edition for the first time, and during the pandemic everything changed in Germany, not even in Germany, maybe somewhere everywhere in the world. And till the pandemic, Messe Düsseldorf, we still offer to have the free transportation within all the visiting the tickets for the visitors. But we changed it already in 2022 that we took out the public transportation for the ticket so that the price is still the same. And also there are a lot of new opportunities or possibilities to get your ticket nowadays, because even the Rheinbahn in Düsseldorf, which is a public transportation system, they have changed to mobile solutions as well, and for that reason it's not included anymore in all the tickets. Now if you prepare your trip, I would highly recommend, if you stay in Düsseldorf, just maybe download the app, or maybe even easier, you can use also these weekly tickets, because then you can use the train as often as you like to get to the fairground. You can take a bus, you can take the train, the metro, whatever you like, so you're totally free. So if you're staying outside of Düsseldorf, even then you have to see what kind of transportation you're using, so then you can also get your ticket. But nowadays it's very easy, you just need your mobile phone and then you get your ticket online and hop on the train, so it's not that you have to start with the ticket machine anymore.
Very good, very good. So this change will, I don't think the change will affect the visitors, because it is not expensive, like
No.
20 euro per week, or normally this is the standard per city is what
Right.
I saw. Also the other questions to Millie, how do what message you want to give it to the Indian exhibitors and visitors when they are traveling? One second.
You mean-
ये दिखाओ ने मोबाइल में इनको फोटो भी ले ले और इनको लास्ट क्लोजिंग करेंगे.
When you say they're traveling, as in they're traveling to Düsseldorf, or the city, or at the fair?
At the fair, to the city.
Yeah, I mean,
City he will
yeah,
explain more.
I think take the time to when you participate at trade fairs, take the time to also learn a little bit about the city and the culture, because that's very important to do business in a foreign land. Plan, as I said, planning is very crucial in going for a trip, be it a trade fair, be it your personal thing. Plan well in advance. Make sure you do a little bit of climate check. You carry your right, whatever where you need to carry. Everything starts with planning, I would say, and make sure you're prepared and you're not hit by a certain thing that you're not prepared for. That's what I would say. I mean, yeah, Indians are well read, well informed. Just make sure you do a little bit of research on the place you're going to. Utilize the time to also enjoy the 𝐼𝐴 in Düsseldorf, which is known for, and of course wear comfortable shoes, both exhibitors and visitors, I would say.
What message you want to give, like when people visit us a local, what kind of suggestions or a message you want to give to the exhibitors and visitors who come visit Düsseldorf for the K show?
First of all, I would say to everyone in the industry, and especially for India, you have to come to K show, because
Yeah.
you cannot miss K, because K is only every 3 years, and it's a global hub for plastics and rubber every 3 years when we are meeting in Düsseldorf, and it's the most international plastics and rubber trade show worldwide. So if you really want to see what's in the future, and if you want to be part of the future of plastics and rubber, you have to be part of it, and you have to come to Düsseldorf, because at Düsseldorf you can really see that all our exhibitors, they have really world premieres on their booths. So if there's something new every 3 years they're working towards, they will present it at K, and they will present it to the world audience there. And if you want to see it firsthand, you have to be part of the show. And that's why I highly recommend everyone to join us in Düsseldorf for October this year.
More than 3,000 exhibitors or 3,300 plus exhibitors coming from all over the world at one place, that is Düsseldorf. And you see the latest innovation in technology, in plastics, in polymer, in Düsseldorf, in one place. Prepare yourself, come and see the latest technology at K 2025, and make sure to plan well. See you there from October 8 to 15, 2025.
Thank you very much for having us.